Hello everyone, my name is Zacharias, and this is Thank You Universe. Now today we're going to talk about how to never, ever be negative and just have a nice plastic smile plastered on our face at all times, so no one ever thinks that we're negative and judges us for being so negative. So what you need to realize is that feeling all of your feelings, including negativity, is actually how we be more authentic, and that is actually the secret to releasing our negativity. A lot of people in the spiritual community, there is a trend, I feel like it's a modern trend for a lot of positivity movements, and positivity is great, but this idea that you need to be positive all the time, you can't be negative. Nope, it's not allowed. You have to have a smile on your face 24/7. And thoughts are things, and we manifest what we think about, right? So negative thoughts, it's not allowed, otherwise your life is going to be a living hell and you will manifest negativity. Now, that's kind of a difficult standard to hold yourself to. In fact, it's kind of an impossible standard to hold yourself to, because negativity and positivity both exist in this universe, and so if we just want to live our life pretending only positive things exist, you are not being authentic, and you are living in denial of the nature of the very universe that you exist in. So really, we want to be authentic. That is the key to releasing our negative feelings, because we need to allow for the fact that negativity exists, because if we go around pretending like we're not having negative thoughts, we're not having negative feelings, you are in resistance to them, which is in fact strengthening the energy of it, because what we resist persists. And if you resist the idea that you have negativity in your life, or that you are experiencing some negative emotions, you are creating an energetic block in your energy body. Because remember, we are energy, and we need to allow the energy to flow through us smoothly. And if we try and pretend like something isn't there, it's not going to flow through. It's going to be stuck inside you. So by not allowing the negativity to flow through you and allowing it to express, you are holding on to it. You're like, I don't want to feel negativity, so let me grab it really tightly and pretend it isn't there, basically. And a lot of us don't want to admit to our negativity or negative feelings because there's a lot of judgment that we have for ourselves. If we are angry, if we are upset, if we are depressed, we judge it. And sometimes we feel like we are bad for having negative feelings. Like, I have a bad feeling, I am bad. But you have to remember not to judge yourself for having these bad feelings. You have a feeling. A feeling is an emotion. It is information. It is energy. So you're not bad for having a negative feeling. It's just a feeling that you're feeling, and you need to acknowledge it and allow it to express so it can pass through you. Because energy and negative emotions are information, whether positive or negative. Positive emotions and negative emotions are both information. They tell us about our experience and about our life and about our energy. So positive emotions, you're like, yes, I'm feeling good, I am expressing myself in the way that I desire, I am living life in the way that I want, things are good, this is what I want. Whereas negative feelings, they can show you where something is not in alignment with your higher self or your ideal life. They can a lot of times point to woundings that we have in our emotional body. And so we're resisting our negativity, and we want to pretend like that thing at work that happened didn't bother us. And you're just like, that person called me a jerk, but I don't feel negative about it. I'm just going to move along and pretend it didn't happen. But you need to allow it and think about it, like, why did that make you feel bad? Why do you feel negative about this? Is it perhaps because there is a wounding in your energetic body and you think there actually is something wrong with you, and when people are critical of you, you're scared because you think it's true? So you allow that negative thought to express, and then you learn something about yourself, and you learn about this wounding that you have. And you say, okay, what is this negative energy, this negative feeling showing me? Maybe I'm a little insecure and I'm not empowered in my own energy and I'm worried what people think about me and I think that will have an effect on me. But really, I'm not a bad person for having negative feelings, and if someone called me a jerk at work, well, okay, that's fine. It doesn't mean that I'm a bad person or I have something wrong with me or I need to change. So these negative feelings can teach us something about ourselves so that we can learn the lesson and get into a higher alignment when we learn the lesson from negativity. So we need to integrate not just the positive, but the positive and the negative. And then we can say, thank you, negative feelings. You've shown me something that is not in alignment with myself, and I'm ready to acknowledge it and address it. And so a lot of times, just acknowledging these negative thoughts is enough for you to allow them to pass through. You're like, ugh, someone cut me off on the freeway and I feel like they're an asshole. Okay, I do feel that way. Now I'm moving on. It doesn't have to ruin my day. Where we run into these energetic blocks is when we try and pretend that we aren't having these negative feelings or it didn't happen. You're like, this person cut me off. I'm so angry. Wait, no, I'm not allowed to be angry. I have to be positive all the time. So it didn't bother me, and then it keeps coming back up. You'll keep thinking about it like, oh, that person though was so annoying, or whatever it was that happened. Until you address it, it's going to keep coming back up. Whether in your conscious mind or subconscious mind, it's still there, and you need to address it. And when we do address both positive and negative feelings, it allows us to be a more authentic person, and we are more in alignment, and our positivity actually means something. So if you think you just have to be this nice, positive, bright, happy person all the time because you're supposed to, or you're not going to manifest your dream life if you're ever negative, you are not being authentic. And that's the truth, because positivity and negativity are both part of your experience and you need to allow for them. So if you're just, kind of faking it till you make it and pretending to be positive all the time, then your authenticity is not being expressed, because you are a human being composed of both dark and light, good and bad, positive and negative. And if you're just acting positive all the time because you think you should, you're not being authentic. And then when you go out and you do nice things for people, it's not as meaningful. And if you be positive, it's not as meaningful because you're just doing that as a forced default setting because you think that you're supposed to. Whereas if you allow for your negativity to express, then you know who you are. You're more authentic. You're like, okay, these are the things that bother me. These are the things that I have emotional woundings in. These are the things that I feel negative about. And so when you actually are positive about things, it actually has some meaning. It means something because it's not just, I'm positive and I'm going to be friendly and nice because I'm supposed to do that. It's actually how you are feeling. You are being positive because you actually feel positive, authentically, true to yourself and true to your alignment. And now, let's get into that emotion meditation that I was talking about earlier. So, maybe you have a persistent negative feeling that is not expressing, and you're trying to allow it to feel and allow it to be, but it's really persistent and it's not passing through you. It seems stuck there. So you have this negative feeling that you're stuck with, and that's when you need to do this energy meditation, because there's a bit more work. There's a bit deeper of a wounding. The negativity runs a bit deeper. So the meditation goes like this. First, like all meditation, you get in touch with your breath. You can close your eyes if that helps you, but just focus on your breath. Breathe in and breathe out. And you just focus on the breath. Keep focusing on the breath until the mind has become quiet. And then you allow these emotions to come up naturally. You don't try and force it. You just allow the emotions to come up, and you want to be in a setting where you feel safe to express all these emotions. So you're probably not going to do this if you're feeling in an environment where people are going to judge you for meditating, or you'll know where you're comfortable. But allow the emotions to come up, and then the key is to allow them without judgment. So if you start judging it, you're going to shove it back inside you and pretend it isn't there. But you have to allow it and express it, and don't judge it, because all emotions are okay. You're not bad for having any emotions. So you allow the emotion to come to the surface and you feel it, and then you're going to observe it without judgment. And then ask yourself, what does this feeling feel like? Where am I feeling it in my body? What is this feeling? What is this anger? What is this grief? What is this jealousy that I am feeling? What exactly is this emotion? And why am I feeling it? And when you allow the emotion to express itself freely like that without judgment, the answers will come up. You will start to understand why you are feeling this way. And once you have that understanding, then you learn something about yourself and you can release it, because the energy has been expressed, the information has been passed on to the conscious mind, and then it can flow right through you. And for really persistent negative thoughts, you might have to do this meditation multiple times. Not everything just happens super quickly, and it might need to be a long meditation, but it will work eventually if you just keep at it and keep practicing this attitude of non-judgment and allowing yourself to feel all of your feelings. And then you just say, this negative thing happened, but it's okay. It's not going to ruin my day. And I'm an integrated person, and I feel all of my feelings, and it feels good. So, that's the video. Thank you so much everyone for tuning in. If you like the video, go ahead and give it a like. Please subscribe to our channel if you want some more. And much love to all of my allies out there. Until next time, remember, you are beautiful. Bye!